Welcome to the Dr. Shannon Show Body Recomposition Capsule. There's so much fitness advice out there, and quite frankly, much of it isn't true. So in this 10-episode series, we're covering all the science-based tools for body recomposition. You may have heard me cover many of these topics before, and some things will be brand new. I wanted to create one organized capsule of information that will give you all the important concepts for improving your body composition. Because we know improving your body composition isn't just external. It has incredible benefits for your health, energy, mood, and longevity. I'm your host, Shannon Ritchie. Welcome to the show. All right, I'm saving my favorite topic for last. This is the episode that some people may skip, but it is the most important one. The things that you'll learn in this episode are truly what we think sets Evlo apart, giving you permission to have a B+ workout, but get it done. This is gentle consistency. This is the stuff that truly makes the biggest impact on your body because it allows you to stay consistent. Although you may be excited and motivated right now, that will change. We can't wait to get motivated to take action. You have to have premeditated techniques to keep going even when you aren't motivated. So I'm going to teach you all my tricks today that have kept me motivated through 2 pregnancies, 2 postpartums, through growing a business, through having 2 kids under 2, and so much more. I'll teach you the tricks to stay consistent in your workouts, with your nutrition, and with your cardio. You can use these whenever you need them. So the first trick when it comes to workouts is to make your warm-ups easy and enjoyable, warm-ups that you actually want to do. This is one thing that we do in Evlo that makes it so much easier to show up. We do breath work, gentle mobility. Your warm-ups feel easy and gentle. They don't feel super hard right away. When your warm-up is burpees or squats or any movement that you dread that's going to really feel like you're hitting it hard right away, you dread even starting and you might not start at all. But if you can ease your body in, once you get moving, your endorphins start to kick in and it's easier to keep going. But pressing play truly is the hardest part. So because we start with this breath work and feel good mobility, you feel like it's easier. There's less of a barrier to get going. And again, pressing play is the hardest part. If you're not an Evlo member, just commit to doing warm-ups that feel good, some easy movement, whatever that looks like. Tip number 2 for staying consistent in your workouts is to do the workout of the day, but just commit to doing 1 hard set and then skipping to the cool down. Evlo members know I talk about this all the time, and I do it myself all the time. So 1 hard set taken to failure or 1 to 3 reps shy of failure can help keep your muscles at maintenance or can maybe slightly build muscle. Many of us think that if we don't have the time or energy to go full out, then why bother? But it's the difference between seeing results and not seeing results because we are all human. Throughout this year, we are all going to have times where we're just not feeling it. You're just not going to want to do it. And even if you have the perfectionist fantasies of doing every single workout perfectly for the next year, life will happen. And when it does, if you have done 1 set for all of the times that you would have otherwise skipped, that will accumulate into actual results. Often when you start with 1 set, you'll end up completing the whole class, but sometimes you don't. Either way, you're going to stay consistent and you'll at least maintain what you've built. So don't beat yourself up when this happens. Expect it. Plan for it. Of course, we don't want to make this a huge habit, but you will find that the more consistent you are, even when it's imperfect, you will start to want to exercise. You'll start to look forward to your workouts and you'll start seeing muscle growth and real results that feeds your motivation. The next tip I have is to lift heavier for fewer reps. This sounds counterintuitive to lift heavier for fewer reps, but it does a couple things. For one, heavier lifts for fewer reps tends to be less fatiguing because you accumulate less metabolic stress or less burn, but that does not make the lift any less effective. It also simply shortens your workout. So if you're doing an Evlo class, you could do 6 to 8 reps and then skip forward in the class or skip to the next exercise or simply rest until we do the next exercise. This tactic can shorten your workouts and make your workouts less fatiguing. So if you're really dreading showing up, you can use this tactic. This is something that I use all the time. The fourth tip for staying consistent in your workouts is to skip drop sets. So drop sets are not necessary for results. We do sprinkle in some drop sets into our workouts, but if you're struggling to show up, just skip the drop sets, just do the straight sets and take those close to failure, and this can save you some time and energy. The fifth tip that I have is to stop doing exercises you don't like. This will help you stay consistent. I'm telling you, there is no one single exercise that you have to do. If we're doing an exercise in class that you don't like, just choose a different one that you like more and that works the same muscle groups. If you hate Bulgarian split squats but love hip thrusts, just do hip thrusts instead. That works the same muscle group, and take that lift close to failure. I do this all the time as well. There are certain exercises that I just don't love, or if I'm just not feeling it that day, like sometimes I'm just not in the mood to do a certain exercise. So I just do a different one. I still do the workout. I still train close to failure. I still get the same stimulus, but I'm doing an exercise that I'm enjoying more. You can also choose floor-based exercises for any given muscle group if you're really fatigued and struggling to show up. We have plenty of options in the circuit tab for every single muscle group. When you're on the floor, you have more stability and support, and floor-based exercises tend to be less systemically fatiguing but equally effective for muscle growth. So that's a great strategy. And then the final tip for staying consistent with exercise is to bookmark your favorite classes. I don't do this because I like to take the new classes of the day and I just adjust the new classes if I need to. But we've heard from many members who use this feature, this bookmark feature, and they love it. So if you come across a class that you absolutely love, bookmark it. And when you're struggling to show up on a day, or if you're like, I just don't want to do that class, or that class is filled with a bunch of exercises that I don't love, even though you know you can swap them out, but you can go back to your bank of bookmarked classes. For me, again, I don't use this feature because it helps me stay consistent knowing that the workout is new and that I haven't taken it before. But some people like the predictability of knowing what's coming and how to adapt it. So it can be a tool if you're someone who likes that. So those 6 things can be game changing, and you can layer all of them together in the same workout, which I do all the time. And I still am able to see progress, even though I'm not perfectly taking every single class. I would say rarely do I have a class where I do the exact same thing that the teacher is doing. I do every single set. I do it the same amount of time that the instructor is doing. I would say that's more rare. More often than not, I'm using one of these 6 tactics. All right, let's quickly talk about how to stay consistent with cardio. And honestly, I don't have a ton of tips because the biggest tip and the only tip that I have is to make cardio feel like it's a part of your lifestyle. If we feel like it's just another chore or just another workout or something that we have to do, odds are we're not going to want to do it and we're not going to stay consistent with it. My cardio is mainly my walks with my family. I carry Jack in our neighborhood, and our neighborhood is hilly, so my heart rate gets up. I'll either do that or I'll teach or take steady state 1 or 2 times per week. And steady state is fun for me. It does not feel like a chore. It feels like a movement break. It's something that I want to do. But if you're someone that you like to dance or you like to take a spin class or anything that feels fun and enjoyable and something that you're looking forward to, finding ways to integrate it into your lifestyle and finding ways to make cardio fun will help you stay more consistent with it. And finally, let's talk about some of my tips for staying consistent with nutrition. Again, nutrition is not my formal area of expertise, but I'll kind of give you some of the things that work for me. So number 1, I plan my meals. This is something that has really helped me, and admittedly, I haven't been the best about it recently because when I'm busy and in a rush and hungry, I'll just grab whatever is nearest or I'll just order food, and that's kind of what I've been doing lately. But when I plan my food the night before, when I get hungry, I know exactly what I'm going to eat. I've planned it before my impatient hangry brain kicks in and just like wants to eat everything or wants to eat off my plan. So planning my meals the night before has really helped me. Number 2, this is going to be a hot take, but I don't try to make every single meal be 100% pleasurable. And I was just talking to my husband about how I'm a little bit of a garbage disposal, and it's helped me stay consistent with my nutrition. But I will say I'm blessed. I'm not naturally picky at all, but I've come to terms with the idea that not every meal needs to be maximally pleasurable and taste incredible and blow my mind every single time I eat. Sometimes it's just about eating to fuel myself. A few times a week, I do have a really awesome meal and I enjoy it. And this is usually at dinners with family or friends or when Kenneth and I get to go out to eat. Again, I'm not a picky person, so I understand that this tip may not land for everyone, and that's okay. But this shift has really helped me just stay consistent with my nutrition. The third thing that I found that helps me is to keep it easy and simple. I have found the things that I really like and that are easy for me to do, that I know how to do, and then I just rinse and repeat those. Like I have this turkey taco skillet that's actually on the Evlo membership. I make that all the time, or we do burgers a lot, or we do ground beef tacos a lot. I really think about making it as easy and as simple and as replicable as possible. And then my final tip for staying consistent with nutrition is understanding when your willpower is the lowest and planning for that. So I'm talking about nutrition and exercise and making it sound like it's easy. And although I don't think it should be so extreme and I don't want it to grind you into the ground and feel unsustainable, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy. There will be a certain degree of willpower involved. But willpower is finite and it tends to be the highest in the morning when you're rested and depletes as the day goes on. So building meals around this concept is really helpful for me. So I get my kind of protein heavy, nutritious meals in the first half of the day, but I know that by the end of the day, after I had a full day of work and I finally get both kids down and any glimmer of energy or willpower has left my body, I'm going to want the ice cream and I'm going to want a treat. So I plan for that. I plan for when my willpower is the lowest. Again, these are just some tips that have worked for me with food. Take them or leave them. So just to quickly summarize each tool that will help you stay consistent. For strength workouts, number 1, make warm-ups enjoyable. Number 2, try one set, then skip to the cool down. Number 3, lift heavier for fewer reps. Number 4, skip drop sets. Number 5, choose your favorite exercises and sub them out at any time. And number 6, bookmark your favorite classes for a rainy day. When it comes to cardio, integrate cardio into your lifestyle so it doesn't feel like a chore to show up for, and do cardio that you enjoy. For nutrition, plan your meals. Don't expect every meal to feel maximally pleasurable. Keep it simple and repeatable, and then plan for your lowest willpower moments. So this is the last episode in the body recomposition capsule. I hope this was helpful for you. These will stay here if you need to return to any topic throughout the year. But I truly think that applying these concepts will change your life. And before I send you off, this is the first time that we've done something like this for the podcast. So please let me know what you think by leaving a rating and review. I spent a lot of time on this, and so I'm very excited to get it in front of you. But I would love to hear what you think. And in your review, add any topics that you would like to see on a future capsule series. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.